Okay everyone, so you probably clicked on this video because you want to know what the best button slash keybinds are for console. Now I'm going off of my personal kind of setup, so I'm just using a standard Xbox One controller. No paddles, not a scuff, not an elite controller. I don't play claw, so just take that with a bit of a grain of salt if you do play claw or if you do have a scuff. However, if you're like me and you just play absolutely standard, I think these will be the best keybinds, button binds for you guys. So, just on top, if I do sound a little bit weird, I am pretty sick right now. So, let's go ahead and just dive straight into the video. I'm going to go ahead and throw up my keybinds on the screen now. Okay, I'm going to throw them up at the end as well, so don't worry about like pausing it or anything. It's going to be at the end, so you can pause at the end if you decide to go with these keybinds. So now I'm actually going to go ahead and explain my keybinds. First of all, my edit key is now on my joystick, and that's my right joystick, which is the one I used to use for crouch. The reason I went to do this is just because personally I think editing quickly is just a lot of fun, and it's going to give you a great advantage compared to someone that's editing with that extra delay, as well as like the joysticks and the triggers and the bumpers are something that I like to call kind of like fast buttons, because you're not actually moving your hand placement to press them. And with editing especially, I have to think about editing, right? You have to press the edit button, then you have to do the edit with the joystick and then go back and press the edit button. That's not really that great, right? Where with these settings, you basically press the joystick, edit, and then press the joystick again. It's like you're not moving your hand placement at all to edit, which is why I wanted to go ahead and put my edit key on my right joystick. Now I know some of you can be like, well, what are you going to use to crouch? I put crouch on. Why? The reason I put crouch on why is just because crouching is important, but it's not important to be done quickly, right? There's not many situations where if I crouch quicker, that it's going to save my life. This just doesn't really happen, because it's not as important as something like editing is, at least in my opinion. If you're more of a like a passive player and you shoot from a distance a lot more, then maybe, but I still don't even think that it would benefit you as much as going ahead and using the edit key on that joystick. So with me having Y as crouch, that means I had to move my pickaxe button as well. I put my pickaxe on the right D-pad, mainly because the pickaxe, I don't have to press it in a hurry, and the D-pad is one of the spots where the buttons don't even matter. I think I replaced the like team emote thing, and I never used the team emotes like ever. I don't think I've ever actually used them, so it's pretty much a dead button for me, so I might as well go ahead and use it and put it to the pickaxe. Okay, so going on into our next keybind change, I went ahead and set my reset edit button to LB. Before, I can't even remember what it was at. It was at some, I had it at the D-pad at one point, and it was on a different button before that. But the reason I did this is just because when I'm editing, I don't actually want to take my finger placement and move it at all. Like, I don't want to move my thumb, I don't want to move my index finger, and it just stays in the exact same place, which is why I went with LB, because my left index finger is already on LB and LT anyway, and it doesn't do anything in that editing section, so it's another dead button basically. So you might as well use it within that edit section. So that kind of brings all the edits and the button changes to an end. But I also want to mention that this setup is basically for players that push a lot with their shotgun, and it's basically just for the people that are quite aggressive and build quite a bit. If you don't build a lot and you play a little bit more passive and you use your AR a lot more, this probably isn't the best setup for you. And I want to bring that up, and I want to also bring up, as I did at the start, that if you play claw, there's probably better setups for you, and if you play with the paddles on the back, there's definitely going to be better setups for you. I'm just going off of what I have to work with, and this is what I work with, just a standard placement. Everything's just bog standard, right? And that's what most of you are going to be working with. So yeah, go ahead, copy these down. Bear in mind that it's going to take a little bit of time to work it into your muscle memory. I'm still not at my full power yet with these, trust me. I've only been using them for like a week, I think. I'm pretty good with them now, but I still mess up every now and then, just because in intense situations you do play off your muscle memory a lot more. So yeah, go ahead, make sure to give them enough time to work into your muscle memory. Just a little tip, go ahead and play into some creative, some playground to at least warm up with these. Don't go straight into a normal game because you'll just die constantly. I made that mistake. I just kept going into solos and I just kept dying. It was horrible. So at least like warm up for say like half an hour to an hour in playground or creative, whichever one you want to use. You know, creative's pretty dope, so I'd probably use creative. But yeah, that's pretty much brings the video to an end. If you did go ahead and enjoy this video and you think these keybinds helped you, smash the goddamn like button. Also comment your keybinds and any like critiques you got for these, and also make sure to go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can be updated when I drop my videos. Thank you for watching, everyone. Peace out.